Since E is the center of the circle, all of the rules that we've learned are for the angles are true anyway. What do we know about angles that form an X? What do we know about angles that form an X? So when angles form an X, we know that the ones that are opposite of each other are congruent. So that's equal and that's equal, right? So if we're given that angle DEC measures 86 degrees, I'm going to put this. Measurement of angle DEC is 86 degrees. I can find all the other angles in that circle. So where is DEC? Which angle is that?
The bottom one.
Bottom green, right? So if I have that's 86.
The other one's 86 on top.
Very good. And what are the other two measure?
Well, you got 86 and 86, and then once you subtract it from 364.
All right, you can subtract it from 360, then do what?
Divided by 2.
Very good. So go ahead and do that. What'd you get? 94. You can also look at these two, and they have to add up to 180 because they're on a straight line. You see them? So
What?
those two are on a straight line, 86 and 94, so they add up to 180. You can just subtract it from 180. Either way is fine. You would get the same answer, it's just yours has more calculations to it. Okay, when angles are in the center of a circle, what do you think they're called?
Equilibrium.
They're called central angles, okay? So if they're central angles, the arc that they create are equal to the angle, meaning we're going to start talking about arcs, not just angles. So if I want to find out what arc BC, it's going to be like BC with an arc over it. That's going to be this section right here. You see it? Arc BC. And since that 94 is a central angle, that arc measures 94 also. Okay? The arc is going to measure 94 degrees, just like the central angle. They measure the same. Later on, we're going to talk about slingshots, and it's going to be a little different. But for a central angle, measures the same as the arc it creates. What arc does DEC create? What arc does this angle create?
86.
Which arc, though? What's the name of the arc?
DC.
DC. This arc here, DC, measures 86 degrees. So here's an 86 degrees, right?
So would ADC be 180?
ADC, yes, would be 180 because all of this here, and that's a good point. You have to tell it 3 letters when you get bigger than an acute angle, okay? So arc ADC is 180 degrees because it's half of the circle. Everybody understand that?